Good morning, y'all. First of all, I'm going to tell you something that's kind of funny. My feet have been so cold. I mean, we're talking blocks of ice cold. So I have a little electric heater in my room. So in the evenings and the nighttime, Hazel and I just go in there and shut our door and turn that heater on for a little bit. And it warms up really quick. But I have to stick my feet in front of that little heater because they are freezing. So now see, that's I think that's the only, well, there's two advantages to having carpet, okay? One of them is the sound. It deadens sound. And the other one is much warmer, much warmer. So anyway, that's what I have to do to, thaw my feet out. I can't stand to wear socks in bed. It just feels weird. I have to have the covers loose down there by my feet. And it's just like I've never, ever been able to wear a lot of clothes to bed because I feel bound up. Anyway, when I was married to my last husband, who was a substantial man, he used to let me, we would spoon and he'd be behind me and he let me put my feet between his thighs. It was like a heater, but initially he would go, my feet were that cold. But anyway, I thought that was funny. And last night when I was warming my feet are freezing right now. And I've got shoes and socks on. Sweetie, I've got my owl socks on. One of you sweethearts sent me a package from Amazon with 6 pairs of owl socks. I wear them all the time. But I was going to tell you something really cool. I've been having a problem with an upper tooth. And it started out that when I would floss between that tooth and the one next to it, it would shred my floss. So I knew that's a sign. I've either chipped off a little piece of the 30-year-old filling that's in there. Or I chipped off a little piece and now there's a little cavity in there. Either way. And now the last few weeks, it has hurt so much when anything even close to cold hits that tooth, or hot, but I don't drink hot stuff. So I kept thinking, I need to call a dentist because who wants to wake up with excruciating pain? And you definitely do not want to get an abscessed tooth. So it's one of those things, y'all, that I just put off, and I don't know why. I'm not afraid of the dentist at all. I love getting my teeth cleaned. Love it. So yesterday when I was sewing, my phone rang. And it was the dental office telling me that it was time to come in for an annual exam. Now, this is a low-cost dentist, y'all. And it used to, when I had Medi-Cal or Medicaid, I can never remember which one it is in California, it didn't cost me anything. Now, I inquired about mouth guards for my bruxism. $180. So, of course, I just keep grinding my teeth and having headaches. But $180 is pretty steep. But so I said, oh my goodness, I can't believe you called me. I've been needing to call you and tell you, ask you if there's any way you can. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe I have a parking space right in front. I like it that way because I don't worry about Miss Hazel. Now I'm just going to crack the windows a tiny bit because I'm telling y'all, it's cold out. So anyway, so she said, okay, we need to get you in for that. And she said, okay, Friday, 10 o'clock. I'm like, yes. So I don't know how much this filling is going to cost. Hopefully it's not bad enough where they tell me I need a root canal, because poor people's insurance does not cover a root canal. And I don't know if I'm going to be covered at all for a filling. I don't know. I'll ask them when I get in there. One of you sent me a sweet gift through my PayPal, and initially I was going to either get a nice rug for the living room or a television. Now the television I'm debating, because my two guys that visit, they like to visit and eat and watch a little TV, especially Terry. He comes over often, and he always says, he doesn't say, I wish you had a television. He says, you know, you could really use some entertainment. And I'm not going to sing and dance. So, sweetie, I hope this does not have to go for a dental appointment. But if it does, I am thankful. When one of y'all sends me a gift, it is for something for the cottage. And I so appreciate that. And I always use it for that. So here's hoping I'll be able to. Do you know you can get a 43-inch television for $198? And I think I saw one advertised at Best Buy for $168. That's incredible, you guys. So anyway, that's just all this little video is about. I think it is so cool that the dental office called me. And one of my medications that Humana does not cover is requiring a pre-authorization from my psychiatrist. They called me this morning, and she said, oh, because one of my other medications, I called them and I said, you know what? I'm not getting a refill on this medication, and I thought I had some. So she called me back today, and she said, Deb, the reason that you don't have one here at CVS is they sent it to a CVS in Washington. Y'all, I've been getting this particular medicine at this CVS for over a year now. So I don't know how that got flubbed up, but they fixed it. Because I was using CVS when I was up there with my son, but that's been a long time ago. So anyway, that's straightened out as well. And you know what? I count these 2 phone calls as a huge blessing. I know that we all find dealing with these medication things a real pain in the butt. And we shouldn't, because they're so necessary. I always think about, You know, a long time you used to hear of old people not being able to afford their medication, and so they were eating cat food instead of buying food. Now, I hope that's not true. And especially, it shouldn't be now because there's so many places you can get food. There's no reason for anybody to be hungry. And Bread of Life even, passes out sack lunches for people. So, and cat food and dog food, that stuff is expensive. I'm fortunate to have a tiny dog, but I'm going to tell you something. Miss Hazel eats a lot. For a little girl, she eats a lot. So anyway, y'all, I'm 30 minutes early for my appointment, which I love to be early, and I'm going to answer some comments right now. I hate to get behind on them because then it takes a long time, and I don't want you guys to think that I'm ignoring you ever at all. Love you guys. Do something fun today. If I can get this tooth fixed, I consider that fun to not be in pain. It's kind of bizarre to say that, but I really mean it. So talk to y'all later. Bye now.